We see kind of like a blue void, almost like in space, but not quite space. It's blue. My character is spawned. She floats down. Almost like she's floating down in water, basically.
Here.
She lands on a watery surface.
Here. Feel.
She sees what kind of looks like a sun. She walks towards the light. Don't do it! The light explodes into darkness. There's a guy with a black robe and a red mask that comes out of it.
Here. Feel. Think.
The ball of light, sun-looking thing gets brighter. I am engulfed in blue light. Holy light, I'm sure. And my clothes change into that of a conjurer, which is basically like your typical mage-type clothing. Well, like healer mage-type clothing. The guy in the black robe yells at me and a red, I don't know, sigil appears in front of his face. My character takes her staff and thrusts it into the sky, engulfed in white light, and then it fades to black. Oi! We don't know who this is. Apparently I was taking a nap. Looks like I'm riding on a carriage. Y'all right, lass? Basically, it's a black guy with a blonde beard and kind of mustache thing. It's got like a yellow jacket, little black and yellow cap. It's called Grizzled Passenger. You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. That'll be the ether, I reckon. Some are more prone to sickness than others. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. Grabs a bottle of alcohol and takes a big swig of it. My character turns to the left to see some Moogles. Moogles are kind of like cats if they were bipedal and really fat, and they have bat wings and basically like a little antenna with a giant red glowing puff ball at the top. They all have slits for eyes and little pink noses. And they're just called furry creature, but they're Moogles. Feeling better, Koopa? Aha! You can see us! I had a feeling you could, Koopo. They always say Koopa at the end of stuff. We're Moogles, and we live in this wood. They fly around. They're kind of like sprites, where no one can really see them other than special people like us. Goes and shakes his booty at the guy. Normal folks can't see or hear us, which makes us special, Koopo. You see two passengers that are riding in the carriage with us. And one's a boy and one's a girl, and they both have, like, elven ears. And they have short white hair. And we'll actually see these characters later. And seeing as how you're special, maybe you can tell us something. The wood's been restless of late. Lots of strange things happening. Have you chanced to witness anything suspicious, Koopo? Nope. The Moogle's drinking the alcohol, just drank all of it. But of course you haven't, you only just arrived. Well, there's nothing for it then. We'll just have to keep looking. Nice to meet you, Kupo. And they fly off. See 4 of them talking to each other. The guy in the yellow jacket grabs his alcohol and goes to drink it, but there's none left. He looks into it like, what the hell? I know I didn't drink all of it. Well, crap. Grizzled passenger. Gridania is still a fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake, how about you keep me company till we get there? Them youngins don't much care for conversation, see? Brenmonts. Yeah, these names are gonna be interesting. Bremmonts, the name, and Pedalin's Betrayed. I'm gonna try and pronounce them the best I can. Bremont. As for your good self, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you're one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? Yes. I knew it! Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring is risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attached you to it, or attracted you to it? Let's see. I mean, this is, again, not like SWTOR. They sometimes, like, I can probably count on one hand how many times I've given dialogue choices. This will be one of them. So, why did you become an adventurer? To gain power, to win glory, to amass a fortune, or ... I guess glory. Because, I mean, you gain power, and to be powerful, well, especially because I'm a healer, I do want to gain power. So I can, heal people better. So I guess I'm going to go to gain power. I want to be an awesome healer. Power. As in her power to do good? Hopefully? Like, protecting the weak and fighting for what's right and all that? Aye, I thought that's what you meant. Well, adventurers do get up to a lot of fighting, that's for sure. You'll never be short of chances to polish your warcraft in the adventuring business. When you arrive in town, you'd best enroll in the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. And it wouldn't hurt to join a guild, neither. Gridania is home to a few, so if you fancy learning how to fight with a bow, a pole arm, or even spells, you should think about seeking one out. Just remember, though, there's more important things to fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, ain't that a fact? The guard runs up with a wooden mask covering his eyes. He's called a wood whaler. Halt! Go no further! Vermont. What's this, then? Oh, an arrow! What the heck? Almost shoot my buddy here. What's going on? Carriage driver's like, dude. Wood whaler. A skirmish has broken out up ahead with the Ixal. For your own safety, you must remain here until... Oh, you see guys with bows and arrows, and I think those are lizard people. Wood whaler. Bloody hells! We shall hold them here. Try to break clear. Guards are shooting arrows. The carriage guy's booking it. He's like, I'm out of here! And they're fighting the lizard people. The guards are. I'm getting the F out. Vermont. That was too bleeding close. Nice of the Ixal to send us a welcoming party, though, Joking aside, this won't be the last time you meet those feathered fiends, so just take care, alright? By the by, is this your first trip to Gridania? Is this your first trip? Yes. It is! Well then, let this journey end its internet tell you in the ins and outs of your destination. You try that again. I don't think I read that in any way correctly. It is. Well then, let this journeyed internet I still didn't get that right. Tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Sometimes these guys' accents are a thing. The city of Gridania lies slap bang in the middle of the Black Shroud, the biggest, lushest forest in all of Eorzea. Though it ain't near as lush as it used to be, saying that. Not since the Calamity laid half of it to waste. The destruction prompted a herd of new nasties to move in, and gave the Ixal unneeded encouragement. Herdman raids have become a daily occurrence. Ah, at long last. Behold, Gridania, the forest nation blessed by the elements.
The Black Shroud, the ancient forest, close to the heart of Eorzea. Beneath the boughs of its towering trees lies the woodland city-state of Gridania. Once a sanctuary from the world beyond the hedge, even the mighty elementals, eternal guardians of the forest, could not forestall the coming of the seventh Umbral Era. However, the goddess Nofika was never one to forsake her children, and today she welcomes another brave soul. One who may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm.
And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's back to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this. By the way, thanks for keeping me company. You see the two other passengers, the one with the pointy ears and white hair, walk past him as he walked behind him. I mean, I didn't really do anything, but thanks. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and consider us square. Can do. I am the main character, after all. You're going to hear a lot about me.
May the matron take her to her bosom, that she may never want. And in her heart, sow serenity, purity, and sanctity.
Final Fantasy XIV. My character walks through the town where there's, massive trees, and a lot of the structure here is made of wood. So, like, wooden gates, wooden stairs, wooden houses, as you basically would expect. You, there! Yes, you! Oh, there's a guard. Your face is not known to me. Newly come to the city, no doubt. I am Bertinant, a wood whaler of Gridania. It is my duty to protect our nation from her enemies while welcoming those who may yet prove her friends. Let us see which you are. Welcome to Gridania, a vibrant forest nation cradled in the bosom of nature. Please select the control scheme you'd wish to use. Mouse and keyboard, thank you. Yes, I want to use a mouse and keyboard. Let's get past that. Hey, wait with you. Okay, since I didn't describe my character before when I was in the character creation screen, I am basically an elf chick. So my character is tall, I have pointy ears, I've got a couple of clasps in my ears, like silver clasps, and I've got long, flowing, golden hair with a kind of a loose braid. So, like, half my hair is just flowing, and then the other half is kind of in a braid. I've got hair kind of in the front as well. And I've got very pretty blue eyes. And since I am a conjurer, which is a healer, I've got a wooden carved staff hanging from my back. And I've got kind of like a black top. Again, this is Final Fantasy clothing, so describing clothes is going to be very difficult. Because their clothes are pretty crazy. So she's basically got like a black, kind of like a leather top. And her shoulders are exposed. But she's also got white, I don't know, like white sleeves. Well, she has a white sleeve on her left arm. And then she's got really, really high black boots. Like almost, they're practically pants. That's how tall her boots are. And then behind her is kind of like a half white skirt thing with a fancy pattern at the bottom. So, that is my character. The character that I was playing before on the other server is a Lalafell. And like I said, Lalafells are just basically midgets. And I mean, really, really small. Like, they are usually the size of maybe up to someone's knee. Maybe a little higher than someone's knee. That's about it. So yeah. I mean, I was enjoying it, seeing the game with a little tiny person. It's amusing in its own right, but at the same time, like, if you want to look at the clothes and things, it really doesn't look very good on a Lalafell a lot of times. So, yeah. Initiating quests, I already know how to do that. Let's go talk to Bertinant. He's basically got kind of like a leathery green outfit on with a wooden mask. He's got, I think, a spear on his back. It's kind of hard to tell, but I think it's a spear. Another green adventurer, I presume? I thought as much. We cannot allow strangers to wander Gridania unchecked and untested. Before you rush off and begin pestering every second citizen for work, I suggest you make yourself known at the Carline Canopy. That's the headquarters of the local Adventurers Guild, in case you are wondering. The Carline Canopy is the building you see behind me. Speak to Mother Mione within, and she will take you in hand. Quest accepted. You have begun a quest. Yes, I know how to begin quests. Let's go do a quest. And one thing I really like about Final Fantasy XIV that I don't think I've ever seen in any other game is next to my name I have this little sprout. Like it's a little green little plant sprout thing. And that just lets everyone know that I haven't played this game before and that I haven't, I guess, gone through all the content or something before. So people know not to expect too much from me when they see this. So if I go into a dungeon and I suck, they know why. It's because I haven't done it before. So I'm gonna go, and the building that I'm going to is a huge building. It's a giant wood building. It looks like there's stained glass in the rooftop, and it's got some vines with flowers and stuff hanging from it. And you've got some flags with the, I guess, local government symbol on it. They're yellow with two snakes intertwined around what looks like a flower, which I believe is the symbol of, like, the forest people here. Collecting rewards. Yes, I know how to do that. Let's go speak to Mother Mione. She's looking through a book behind her desk. She's also an elf lady. So she's got the pointy ears, and she's got long brown, like kind of grayish brown hair. Well, well, what have we here? A wide-eyed and wandering young adventurer, come to put your name down at the guild, I assume. Welcome. Mione's my name, or Mother Mione as most call me, and the Caroline Canopy is my place. As the head of the Adventurers Guild in Gridania, I have the honor of providing guidance to the fledgling heroes who pass through our gates. No matter your ambitions, the Guild is here to help you attain them. In return, we expect you to fulfill your duties as an adventurer by assisting the people of Gridania. A fine deal, wouldn't you agree? To an outsider's eye, all may seem well with our nation, but naught could be further from the truth. The people live in a state of constant apprehension. The Ixal and various gangs of common bandits provide an unending supply of trouble. Trouble compounded by the ever-present threat of the Garlean Empire to the north, and that is to say nothing of the calamity. Even now, the wounds have barely begun to heal. But I speak of it as if you were there. Forgive me. 5 years past, Eorzea was well nigh laid to waste when a dread worm emerged from within the lesser moon, Dalmud, and rained fire upon the realm. It is this which people call the Calamity. So that's the previous video I posted. I believe that was Bahamut. I could be wrong on that, but I thought that was Bahamut. And I guess they're calling it the Lesser Moon Dalamud. I thought that was Meteor. It might be Meteor. I don't know. But yeah, that's basically what happened. So, like I said, all that actually happened in the game. Because they made such a bad game. They made a bad game, and so they set it on fire. And they're like, okay, we're gonna do it again. Scarcely a square mile of the Twelveswood was spared the devastation. Yet, despite the forced extensive wounds, not a soul among us can recall precisely how it all happened. I am well aware of how improbable that must sound to an outsider. It is improbable, but it's also true. For reasons we can ill explain, the facts surrounding the calamity are shrouded in mystery. There are as many versions of events as there are people willing to recount them. Yet amidst the hazy recollections and conflicting accounts, all agree on one thing, that Eorzea was saved from certain doom by a band of valiant adventurers. So this band of valiant adventurers would have actually been your, I guess, 8-man party at the end of the version, like the first version of the game. So that's who they're talking about. Like, whoever was in your 8-man party, you know, you were the heroes. That's who they're referring to. Whatever else we've misremembered, none of us have forgotten the heroes who risked life and limb for the sake of the realm. And yet, whenever we try to say their names, their words die upon our lips. And whenever we try to call their faces to mind, we see naught but silhouettes amidst a blinding glare. And that's just because they were actual players. So, I mean, that's just whoever those people were. So anyone playing the game at the time, they would have fulfilled that role. Thus have these adventurers come to be known as the Warriors of Light. Pray do not feel daunted by the deeds of legends. We do not ask that you become another Warrior of Light, only that you do what you can to assist the people of Gridania. No pressure. Great or small, every contribution counts. I trust you will play your part. All that's left then is to conclude the business of registration. Here's a quill, scrawl your name right there. She hands me I'm sure like a feather pen or whatever. Oh, and I would appreciate if you used your real name. There is a special place in the 7th Hell for those who use amusing aliases. She looks at what I wrote down. Suicune Estermal? And you're quite sure that isn't an amusing alias? I mean, I'm not the one who actually came up with the Estermal. That was the game that did that. I just put Suicune in there. I mean, I could have put other stuff in there. Very well. From this moment forward, you are registered adventurer of Gridania, nation blessed of the elementals and the bounty of the Twelves Wood. The guild expects great things from you. Woodwailer. Look at what just arrived. Another god's damned adventurer. Mother Mion. Don't you start with that. Adventurers are the very salve that Gridania needs. The Elder Seed Seer herself bade us welcome them with open arms. Do you mean to disregard her will? Woodwailer. Of course not. Lest you forget, it is my sworn duty to uphold the peace. Am I to blame if outsiders bring mistrust upon themselves? You, adventurer! Mind that you do not cause any trouble here, or I shall personally cast you out of this realm and into the 7th Hell. Damn, dude. Calm down. Pray that outburst no mind. He means only to counsel you. Suspicious characters have been prowling the Twelves Wood of late, you see, and the Woodwailers feel they cannot afford to take any chances. As it is often the way of folk who live in isolation, Gridanians are wont to mistrust things they do not well know, your good self included. Fear not, however, given a catalogue of exemplary deeds and no more than a handful of years, the locals will surely warm up to you. Oh, was that all? I just need like 5 years of bust my butt for these people and then they'll like me? On behalf of my fellow citizens, I welcome you to Gridania. May you come to consider our nation as your own in time. Now then, you may depend on old Mother Mione to teach you a few things that every adventurer should know. Quest complete. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You have taken the first step as an adventurer into the city of Gridania. Listen well to the wisdom of Mother Mione, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Level up!